started Lord of Lost at first as a side project, not really as a band.
Yeah, actually not even this. Actually, just for me, for myself. Yes.
Just for fun.
Just for fun.
And you decided to upload some songs on MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
And when did you decide to make a band of it?
Actually, it wasn't really a decision. Actually, it was just a matter of causality, because people liked those songs, and I really wanted to play the songs. I had fun playing the songs at home for myself. And yeah, I realized that I can play all the instruments together at the same time. So, and then I
can do a lot of things, but you can't do it.
And then I asked some people in my circle of friends. So these are all people that have been friends for years before. So I was like, okay, he's playing this, and I need one good-looking guy that pretends to play bass. And yeah, so that's the story, and now we're here.
Okay, cool. How would you describe the band? Do you have a name for the music you play, or?
You mean our style or image or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't really like the word gothic, but I think in the end it's some sort of gothic rock. So, it's this certain kind of melancholy, and we wear eyeliner and pale skin, and we're working with a lot of cliches, and I mean that's gothic. So I hate the word gothic, but I think in the end it is that.
It is. Pussy wedding goth rock, isn't it?
I don't have a pussy, I can't decide to call it like that, but...
You have a pussy!
But we tested it.
You tested it? Does it work?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
it's good, yeah. So yeah, it's pussy wetting goth rock, even for the boys.
Yeah. I try to compare your music with other bands, for the review for example. But
with whom?
For the review, from the CD.
Ah, for the review, I thought for the review is a band, okay, sorry.
No, at first for the CD. Yeah. But I couldn't find any band to compare with. Maybe sometimes some melodies are, you can describe that, maybe like Camelot, but that isn't it. And
yeah, I mean we don't sound, we don't really sound unique, because in the end we just sound like another gothic rock band. But you can't really, I can't really say that we sound exactly like him, or exactly like the 69 Eyes, or exactly like whatever's on there on the market. I think we are some kind of between the chairs, because we have also those heavy parts and also those hard melting, soft balladesque parts, and we're some kind of in between. So and I really liked it, because the problem with gothic rock is that a lot of bands that I know or that I've seen, I find quite boring personally, because it's always just the same. It repeats itself again and again and again. And we try to figure out some, wie sagt man, Ecken und Kanten, some edges and corners. Okay, no one's gonna understand it, but yeah, we try to be a bit different, but
a bit edgy.
A bit edgy, edgy's right.
Well, Fierce is your debut album. When I look at the lyrics, songs are mainly about fears, grief, losing a loved one maybe. Did you choose a subject for a reason?
No, I didn't choose a subject. The subject was choosing us in the end. We didn't want to call the album Fears. Actually, it was meant to be named Not From This World. But yeah, we had to change the band name and stuff. And it sounded a bit too long for us, having a band name like Lord of the Lost, and the debut album title Not From This World. It's just too many
this
words.
Is not from this world.
Yeah, this is not from this world. This is just too many words. And in the end, when I was listening to those songs, I was trying to figure out what's the gist, what's the main thing behind the songs, the main story. I was like, hey, that's all love songs. It was pretty clear to me that actually those songs are all love songs. But I realized that no one of those songs is really, going about love itself. Actually, it's just about the fears and the grief and the losing, what you said. That always comes along with love and its problems. So, and I always liked the word fears. So I just love the word. But I was like, hey, actually, there's people coming again, whatever. Yeah, actually that's the story. I was like, okay, it's all about fears, and then I stuck to this word. And so we had the album title, and it's perfect.
Okay, so it's not really a concept album.
No, not really. It wasn't meant to be a concept album. It just became one without conceiving it. Yeah, it was kind of self-conceiving.
You've written all the lyrics almost yourself. You had some help with the melodies from your fellow band members.
Yeah, I wrote the lyrics and I wrote a lot of the music, but I wrote some songs together with some other guys from the band.
And where do you get your inspiration for writing songs?
I'm not really writing music, and I'm not really able to write music on an instrument. It's like that I'm listening to songs that I already know. And I listen to the song again and again until it's ready. And then I just have to reproduce it on a sequencer or with the guitar or whatever. So I really can't tell you what's my inspiration or whatever, it just comes along.
I could tell you, during the time that you wrote these songs, I could tell you what your inspiration was, but I would not tell you now.
Yeah, actually the inspiration was a girl, sure. But I don't really feel that actively like, hey, I'm in love and I gotta write a song and so on. It just comes up to me, so I can't do anything against it.
It puts it in a special mood, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Today is the first official show for the Deutschland Tour. Does this tour have a name or just
Deutschland Tour.
Deutschland Tour?
Deutschland Tour.
I think on the flyer I call it Fierce Deutschland Tour. That's just it. So I think it's too. I think the tour is a little too short to give it a proper name. So I just didn't want to exaggerate it. So we just call it tour. That's it.
Okay.
The tour is called Dog. The dog is called Dog.
Deutschland Tour.
Deutschland Dog.
Last week you guys played 3 shows at the Tattoo Convention in Hamburg. Was it a kind of warm-up for the tour or just for fun?
We didn't know what to expect from the tattoo convention because it was an exhibition, obviously, and so it was an exhibition with music, and we did not expect rock and roll audience or something, so it was a rehearsal on a big stage. But we had the great luck that we had a lot of funny people around listening to the music,
And we had naked girls.
and naked girls on stage,
Yeah.
on the pole dancing pole dance. So
Fuck you, you fucking
fuck, fuck. And so it was more than a warm up. It was 3 great concerts.
Actually, it was a hot up.
A hot up.
German masters of pole dancing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all pros. It's not just girls making some fun on the pole and trying to do stuff. They're like really coming from different corners from Germany and they're really professional. And it's so amazing when you stand there on stage and look like 6 feet above you as a girl, like flying on this thing. It was pretty amazing. And amazingly pretty. So.
And was it planned to do an act with them on stage, or was it
No,
just like that from hey?
No, they watched us during the soundcheck playing the Gaga song, the Red Romance thing. It was like, hey, do you want us to dance when you're performing this song? We were like, okay. And then
I think we were more like, okay.
that was what you was like. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but you're
And
always
he was like,
you're always like, okay.
yeah.
But inside you think, okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And on the other day, they were like, okay, can we perform again, maybe to a different song? And so they did it every night, longer and longer. So.
Just like
And we got very rude on stage, actually. It was, okay, I tried to behave, but it's hard when you got an ass in your face. Okay, whatever.
But it was fun.
it is hard to.
Obviously. Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
This year you're playing at Wacken, one of the biggest
Wacken,
German metal festivals.
I think it's
Really?
the
You're playing
biggest
that?
German festival in...
It's the biggest metal festival in the world.
Yeah.
Even better.
Excuse me.
It's the biggest metal festival.
in the world.
Damn right.
Yes.
So you must be very proud to play there.
Of course.
Looking
No,
forward.
I know. You cannot be proud until you believe it. I still do not believe it. So.
I think we can't be proud until we made it, because playing Wacken is like that's not actually not all the people that I don't want to make anyone angry or whatever, but most of the people that are there are not into our music. So it's going to be really competitive for us to make a good job there, because most of the people expect like music that's only going like this. And there may be like 10% people that are a little bit more gothic or alternative or rock or whatever. So it's going to be a hard place.